Hey YouTubers, today I decided that I will be listing off my top 10 personal favorite X-Men characters. I will be listing off heroes and villains alike on this list that are some of my absolute personal favorites, and I might make a part 2 since the X-Men franchise is my absolute favorite in all of Marvel, and there are so many characters across the board that are my favorite. Number 1, Cyclops. Okay, I know that Cyclops has a bad rep for being whiny and not being faithful to any woman that he dates in the comics, but he's still my personal favorite anyway, and I personally feel he deserves more respect because he's so underrated. Scott Summers has the ability to shoot concentrated red optic blasts with the help of his ruby quartz visor. He needs his visor or his sunglasses because of his lack of control with his powers. He has a huge lack of control because he sustained a head injury as a child. I love Scott because I guess I'm fascinated by tortured heroes, much like his creator Stan Lee is fascinated by his tortured soul. And Scott is not only an aura of authority, but he's also an aura of compassion, always wanting to do the right thing, and he wants to do everything by the book, even though he can tend to be very uptight with a huge stick up his ass. He can be an uptight jerk. Number 2 is Jean Grey. I thought hard about this because I was torn between putting Jean and Cyclops in the number 1 spot on this list, but Jean still made it pretty high. Jean Grey has been one of my personal favorite childhood superheroes ever since I watched her in her animation in the 90s cartoon. Though it sucks that she didn't get her time until season 3 because they underused her so much, which isn't fair because she is extremely powerful. She's not only telekinetic and telepathic, but when she's underneath the powers of the Phoenix, Jean is an Omega level and can control pyrokinesis and other forms of matter. She's full of compassion and empathy and is also feisty and stubborn. Maybe that's why I identify with this character so much. Number 3 is Shadowcat. Kitty Pryde is one of my personal favorites, and I loved her in the X-Men Evolution cartoon. She has the ability to phase through anything solid, and even has the ability to walk on air if she concentrates her powers enough. She's blossomed over the years from an insecure, body-conscious, angry teen girl to a strong, motherly, intelligent woman, and a leader of her own team of mutants called Excalibur. There's something about watching a young woman like Kitty over time growing into such a capable, confident person that I just love. Number 4 is Nightcrawler. Kurt Wagner is my source for comic relief, and he is, in my opinion, one of the coolest characters in Marvel. He was born to Mystique and has powers of teleportation. His blue and furry appearance has led him to face extreme persecution due to him looking like a demon and being used as a circus act to do cage fighting for people's own sick amusement. But nevertheless, Kurt sees the good in the world and is a man of faith who is soft-spoken and gentle. He's a true example of why you should never judge a book by its cover. Number 5, Storm, aka Aurora Monroe. Storm is on here because I have always loved her appearances in the cartoons, and I just love Halle Berry's portrayal of her in the films. Aurora Monroe is a former thief from Africa who harnesses powers that can control the weather. Stunningly gorgeous, brave, and charismatic, there's no mystery why she was once worshipped in Africa as a goddess. Plus, one of her most famous things about her is her marriage to Black Panther, with whom she moved to Wakanda in order to help oppressed young mutant children in Africa. Number 6, Wolverine. Wolverine has always been a personal favorite of mine, and the portrayal of him by Hugh Jackman is very close to my heart. James Logan Howlett was taken by Weapon X, and he was made to be the perfect killer, being given an antimanium skeleton in addition to his high healing factor. After not being able to be controlled, he had his memories wiped clean that came back to him in form of nightmares. They always come back to him in forms of nightmares. He's a tortured soul, constantly struggling with the animal from within and not knowing his place in the world. Number 7 is Magneto. I know, Magneto is a villain, but I did say I am including villains on this list too. Plus, he's quite the bit of an anti-hero, and you can sort of understand where he's coming from. Eric Lensher, being a Holocaust survivor, has seen the worst in humanity due to having lost so much in his life, which often puts him at odds with his best friend Charles Xavier. Magneto believes in mutant supremacy and believes mutants should be prepared to fight humanity at all costs. But he has led the X-Men for Xavier on multiple occasions, and there are times where he actually kind of has a point in what it is that he says. Number 8 is Rogue. Anna Marie is the adoptive daughter of Mystique and foster sister to Nightcrawler. Former member of the Brotherhood and a Southern Belle with ability to absorb the powers of others with just one touch, Rogue absorbed the powers of Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, giving her abilities of super strength and flight before she realized her humanity was being destroyed due to all the people she hurt. And since then, she's become a loyal X-Men. There's something about her redemption arc, going from a villain to a hero, that is inspiring and displays that even if you feel you cannot break free from something that is killing you, you can and will overcome that. Number 9 is Scarlet Witch, aka Wanda Maximoff. Scarlet Witch is included here because she has gone from being a villain to being a hero, with her joining the Avengers. Starting out as a member of the Brotherhood with her twin brother Quicksilver and her father Magneto, Wanda eventually left the Brotherhood and joined the Avengers to go on a redemption arc. Wanda has not only telekinesis, but she also has a wide range of hexing powers that allows her to control inanimate objects with her mind and warp reality, and she additionally has chaos magic abilities as well, which makes her super powerful. Number 10 is Emma Frost. Okay, reason why Emma Frost is number 10 on this list is because with her, I hate to love her. This former White Queen of the Hellfire Club is extremely powerful with her telepathy ability and her ability to transform her body into a hard diamond form. She's a major component to the Dark Phoenix saga and has, over the years, developed into a bit of an anti-hero. She still is evil, but she does reluctantly step in and perform something heroic when she can. Possibly one of the things she is most known for is her psychic sex affair with Cyclops, which, as you can imagine, psychic sex is the best sex. Emma Frost, she may be beloved by fans because of her personality, confidence in her sexuality, and her powerful abilities, but with me, my liking for her is pretty reluctant, as she may be cool, but she is quite the cold as ice bitch. Okay, folks, that's my list of my top personal favorite X-Men characters. A part 2 will be coming, so be sure to subscribe to catch that. Thanks for watching, and stay awesome.